Hello and welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother, the Subo of reality spin-offs, ranked to look at, but a voice wiser than its years. Now we are coming to you live from BBLB HQ, home to our hype studio audience. 2 foot of snow ain't gonna stop these heroes. Hello, gang! How we doing? How we doing? High five it. Come on, come on. Hello, sir. How we doing? Yes, I wasn't going to leave you hanging there. There's not many of them, but you guys made it. You're the chosen ones. Tonight, of course, we are joined by a man blessed with not one, but 2 first names, everybody. It's comedian Tom Allen.
Hello.
And sat next to Tom,
Evening.
John McCrick. Where's John? Where's John? Where's John? Where's John? John? John!
So take a look at me now! Well, there's just an empty space, but there's nothing left here to remind me. It's just the memory of you. Just take a look at me now, because I'm just an empty space. To wait for you all is all I can do, and what I've got is my face.
Oh my God! The body, you go sit yourself down, John. The body of a Greek god, the voice of an angel. Give it up for John McCrick. Beautiful man. And if you're wondering why John was serenading us with the Collins Classic Against All Odds, it's because later in the show he's going to be telling us what the betting shops are saying about Big Brother. And of course, reporting live from his tragic bedsit, it's the Clown Prince of Big Brother, Brian B. to the yellow, everyone.
Well, George.
Woof, or whatever it is. Woof, very good. And as always, we want to hear what you've got to say for yourselves, and we still want your questions for the housemates. Here's how to get in touch. Call 0871 200 1040. Text studio and your comment to 84444. Email channel4.com/bigbrother or follow us at official BBLB. So, Monsieur Bello, what's
Hello.
happening?
Well, George, at the moment, Vinnie Jones is going to kip in the bedroom.
Vinnie Jones is kipping everybody.
I know.
Huh?
He's having sweet dreams about Stephanie, I reckon.
Really, do you think?
Well, she's quite sexy. He's been giving her the eye.
Right.
And Base Hunter's sitting around in the living room and he keeps on looking at Katia.
I know there's a definite vibe between those two guys. More info on that coming up. Anything else for us, Brian?
All right, and, well, George, at 9:39 this morning, Stephanie was the first housemate to have a bath.
Now you're talking. That's incredible facts.
Yeah.
Brian, have you got any idea what time it is?
OK, I think it's about 6:02.
That is right, Brian. It means it's hot news o'clock time, everybody. Come on. Right, now, first up, he said his main aim was to banter about the Bible, but it seems Stevie B's religious chatter is leading some to think that he's a bit of a son of a preacher man.
See, I'm married to a woman who I know loves God more than me. I don't try to say that the experience I'm having is for everyone.
Yeah.
You know?
It says in the Bible because some of the stuff they leave in there because they don't expect you to see it.
I walk out of one room talking about the Bible. I walk into another one and it's exactly the same.
You'll be singing Jesus by the time he's done with you.
Can I get an amen, Cisco?
Amen.
Can I get an amen, audience? Amen! Oh, amen indeed. Right, next up at 5:52 p.m. yesterday, the house went task crazy. Vinny was locked in a freezing phone booth. The only way out was to put the rest to the test.
Hello, Vinny. Are you ready to have some fun?
Not particularly, but go ahead.
We gotta find a number in these chickens.
Doesn't seem to be a number in that.
You gotta be... Ow!
We're doing it like this.
Found one.
Oh, let's see what it
Okay,
looks like.
one. I got one right here.
And the good news is they passed the task, everybody. Come on! Which means Vinny was sorted for chips and bits. Things were a little bit mental. Have a look for yourself.
No, that's right. 1, 2...
Why is it Alex Reid needs to take his clothes off to do just about anything? What a nightmare. Now, in the early hours of the morning, we witness what could be the beginning of the first house romance, everybody. It's a beautiful thing. Take a little look at this.
Stephen did me at about 3 o'clock in the morning, didn't you?
I what?
did me.
Oh, she loves it, the old girl. Apparently you took her to heaven and back. Actually, that was the wrong clip. It actually went down a little like this.
And they called it puppy love. Do, do, do. All around the snow tide.
He's so cheesy. Can you imagine how many times he's been in the DJ booth just going, yes, have a piece of me. Right, I can exclusively reveal what he said. Do you want to know what he said? Yeah. That's what he said. I wax palms, yes. And finally today at 1:30 p.m, Big Brother surprised Jonas with a task. It involved a talking tree and a secret. Do we want to have a look? Yeah. Let's have a look.
Come over to see me slowly. You now have the chance to provide Stephanie with luxurious 1,000 thread count Egyptian cotton bed linen for the rest of her stay in the Big Brother house.
And news just at Base Hunter has... Oh, he's failed the secret task. He's going to be punished tonight by Big Brother. Make sure you watch the show. That concludes today's news. Time now for the weather. It's snowing. Now, they might look a bit like Lou and Andy, but they're actually Big Brother legend John McCrook and funny man Tom Allen. How are you doing, guys? Come on, don't worry. What do we think of the housemates so far,
Well,
sir?
Nicola Totti, right? Let me ask you this question
Nicola
here.
Totti, is that what the T stands
that's the
for?
name,
Right,
Nicola
okay.
Totti. She claims to be a wag. Is it possible to be a wag when your partner plays for Crew Alexander?
Oh, that's a bit below the belt, isn't it?
Is that a possibility?
I don't know. I don't know.
In other words, has any chap who plays on Hackney Marshes, he's got a bird, is she a wag
She's
as
a wag.
well?
I don't know, maybe. Now, Tom, I want to talk to you about Stephen. What about his preaching? Do you think it's going to get on anybody's goat?
I think it might do. I was a bit concerned. I don't know about anybody here, but he didn't seem to notice if anybody else was from another religion. That was my main concern when he was making everybody pray.
Absolutely.
And I imagine that Heidi Fleiss is probably going to explode in his face.
She's had enough. I see her and Sovereign kind of taking, little times out, away from the rest of the gang.
Like Heidi Fleiss, can you imagine how different her life is from Stephen's?
Yes.
But
don't forget, when they first came in, she went, oh, all right, Stephen, haven't seen you for a long time.
I thought that was so interesting,
But I think that Stephen's so selfish. There is God up there, millions of people talking into him, but Stephen demands God's attention all the time. So how can God talk to Stephen and a few others as well?
Else,
He's too selfish, that Stephen.
I think God would be concerned that maybe Stephen isn't doing that good a job of the PR.
It's not so good, actually.
I said, lovely if Heidi Fleiss, because she's ice cold, hard, ruthless woman. If she turns on Stephen, we're going to be really in for some
And
fun.
it's not like she walks around telling everyone to do loads of drugs and be a prostitute.
No,
is it? She could. She could
She's
do
not
that.
PRing that, is she?
She's not PRing that.
I want to talk about relationships. Katya and Base Hunter, what about that? Do you think it's for real?
Did you see the look in her eye? You know when women really fancy you? Well, you've never had it, George.
I never had it, George.
But you imagine, they look at you, it's the adoration, the worship, the hero who's picked on me of all these other people.
There's a man who knows that look, huh? There's a man who knows that
I'm used to it, girls. It happens to me all the time.
We've got an exclusive clip
of
our two lovebirds. Have a little look at this.
Oh.
Want to feel my feet?
Why would I want to do that? Oh my God.
He's literally gone kind of, playground, schoolyard stuff. He's kind of pushing her around and being slightly weird. Do you think they're going to consummate their love?
Well, I knew they would as soon as she farted. There, George. I think, as soon as a woman breaks wind, is usually a sign of something.
But he genuinely, he's been saying that's his soulmate now, and they play this they do this fart tennis together, which is a bit weird when you've just met someone and you're on national television.
I know, but they come
Have you ever played fart tennis with Booby,
I tell you
John?
one thing, seriously, a very good lesson for you watching BBLB. Every time you fart, you add 10 minutes to your life. Serious, that's serious. You see the thing, you're getting...
Christ, you're going to be going on forever and ever, John.
No, you're emitting all the foul stuff from your body. You live for 10 minutes longer. On that basis, of course, I'll live forever. But
Tom,
you do.
Tom, do you
but
think
it's
we're
a
going to see
real
any
good
other...
thing. Remember that. Fart,
Thank you, John.
You live forever.
Thank you. Tom?
Not right now.
Tom, do you think we're going to see any other relationships in there?
Well, I don't know. Stephanie, obviously, is a she-devil. We remember that from Dynasty. And I imagine that any man worth his salt is going to turn to her once Kat's taken.
But Stephen won't go for Stephanie, or Stephanie won't go for Stephen.
Vinny
What do
and
you
Stephanie,
think?
But
you know,
anybody, basically.
I can imagine they'd be a perfect...
Now, thank you very much. We'll come back to you shortly. Sure. John isn't just here because he's a fashion icon, everybody. He's also the undisputed don of the horse racing world. What this man does not know about bookmaking isn't worth knowing. So let's find out what John McCrook has to say about this year's Celebrity Big Brother. Come on over, Mr. McCrook. Right, John's odds, everybody. Let's talk about the favourites to win.
Well, like Vinny, obviously, has got to be in there, hasn't he?
Do we like Vinny, everybody?
And Base Hunter, he's got to be there.
What kind of odds are we getting on
4
Vinny?
to 1 each of two. That's with Betfair. 4 to 1 each of two.
4
you get.
to 1 on
and
either of
Steph
those
is a
guys.
5 to 1 chance. Steph at 5 to 1.
Why is Base Hunter up there?
Well, I think the girls will go for him, and if he has a bit of a fling with Kat, you know, and he comes over as a nice guy, doesn't he? Not to insult people.
No, he does seem
and
to be.
He's not quite a hunk like you are, George.
Of course
but
not, John.
Nevertheless, his body can't compare with yours, but nevertheless, it'll attract a few women.
Right. Okay. Let's talk about the first evictee.
Evictee. Well, definitely. I came to the house when they opened. The crowd's been out there in the freezing cold since midday. Hear the boos. Did you go and hear all those boos that went up? Absolutely dreadful. So that creature,
Alex.
what's his name? Alex.
The creature.
Oh, he was terrible. But the crowd, they are so shrewd. The people who come here, they know. People bet on what they do, and they put. So Alex is definitely, if the public get a chance to vote, Alex will be out first.
Do we like Alex, guys?
There you are, you see? They know. They know.
They're a shrewd bunch. We've got a little clip of Alex right now.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Very similar to your time in the house, John.
I know, I'm afraid so, yes.
Who do we think is going to be the first of all?
It could be Vinny. They could do his brain in, could do his mind in, because he's doesn't like any of them. So
Right.
Vinny hates them all, so I put Vinny
hates them
as
all.
a possible, and I put Vinny in at 6 to 1.
6 to 1, eh? So I can get 4
and
to 1
Alex,
for him
the first
to
evictee
win.
is 3 to 1.
And
Yeah.
3 to 1 on Alex.
First
Right, okay. Let's go down
romance.
to romance.
Well,
Obviously,
I think it's Kat and Base Hunter. What do we think? Kat and Base Hunter, what we'd like.
what kind of odds will we get on that now, though, if they're this far down the road?
7 to 2.
7 to 2. Right, if I wanted any kind of big outsiders, what do you think? What kind of money would I get for Alex and Dane?
Falling in love with each other.
Yeah.
Good grief, I shouldn't think. 100 to 1 at least.
100 to 1 at least? I'll take that right now.
I didn't take it right now. That's money you go and owe me. Nicola to get off. Let's hope. That's what I'll put on.
Right, let's
hope.
Right.
Let's hope. Nicola Totti to get
She's
her
probably
kit
in there
off.
right now, John, thinking,
no,
I hope John McCrook's out there just thinking of me naked.
Evens. Get it off, girl. Get it off, I say. Get it
Of
off.
course, that's yes. We know what you say, John.
Right.
What do you think of this so far, Tom? What about our favourite to win? Is Vinny your favourite to win, sir?
Well, I'd say Nicola. I love Nicola.
Nicola.
Like, I am unapologetic about the fact that I think she's the best thing.
20 to 1 chance. I love
20 to 1
her.
chance.
I love her.
What is all the... I don't actually know what all this means, kind of
Well, she's
30
not
to
the
3,
brightest
1 to
diamond
4,
in the crown,
6
is
to
she?
8.
She's not the brightest diamond in the crown.
No.
But she won't upset
That doesn't
anybody. And
matter.
remember, the people who don't upset them, they get on and on and on. So I like Nicola.
You genuinely think Nicola could win?
Yeah, I definitely think so. She's
20 to
lovely.
1.
She's very genuine. I think do people like her?
Anybody like Nicola?
Oh, I'm seeing a lot of
The audience are so shrewd. They
are.
can't
So
they
shrewd.
do
So cruel.
know.
You're right.
And that's why you boo me, isn't it?
Come
Go
on,
and get booed.
Last one. Sovereign
Sovereign.
and Stephanie to get into
Well,
a fight.
Sovereign is fight, but how feisty has she been so far? And she can't fight with Stephanie. I put 100 to 8, net and
Oh,
Bice.
100 to 8. Right, well, I'm
12 and a half to 1.
I might throw you a little
12 and a half to
curveball
1.
here.
12 and a half
Have
to
a little look at this clip.
Go on.
I feel like Stephanie has no bother to even talk to me. Like, we haven't really spoken at all, really. I gave her a zinc tablet today, but that's about it.
But they are each end of the social strata, aren't you? They've got the posh, elegant, alluring Steph, and you've got the sort of common, am I allowed to use the word common?
John.
No one here is
John.
common.
No.
There you are. Is that Lady Soft?
Thank you, John. Now, I hate to break up a party. We're all having so much fun. It's time for some adverts. We'll see you in 5. Welcome back to BBL Bizzle, everybody, where we are lucky enough to be joined by comedian Mr. Tom Allen, everybody. Yeah. Now, listen, Tom may look old-fashioned, a bit like a 1920s orphan smiling through a window of a pie shop, but he's actually a fully modern man who's got broadband and everything. Isn't that right, Tom?
Everything, almost everything,
And the good news is that Tom has been checking out what people have been twittering about Big Brother. Tom, you are nutty for Twitter, aren't you?
Oh, I love it. I love to Twitter.
What, do you Twitter?
Oh, absolutely.
Really? Right,
Tom
okay.
Allen Comedy, if you want to be my
Really?
friend.
Oh, well, you just slipped that in, did you?
that-
Huh?
well, it's
You
so
smell that?
casual.
Oh,
In
that
for a
Glade
penny.
plug-in.
In for a
Oh, that's so nice. What have you got for us then?
You did ask, by the way,
yes.
so it's your fault. Well, I picked out some of my favourites tweets that have been said about Big Brother. My first one was by a gentleman called Chipmunk.
Ah, the Chipmunk.
Has
friend
anybody
of the
heard
show.
of Chipmunk?
Yeah. We love Chipmunk. Yeah.
And his comment on the show was, "Man like Dane Lool."
Right.
And I think he means to put lol, but wanted to emphasise lol.
Well, he was really laughing
So
out
he
loud.
was laughing out loud.
Right.
But instead it just looks like lool.
Right.
And I don't really know much about Chipmunk. Have you met him?
He's a rapper. He's been on the show. He's a lovely young man.
Is he?
Yeah. He's a #1 recording
Well, I
artist.
know he's a #1 recording artist, but I just don't know what he's like as a person.
Who else?
Well, somebody called Davina McCaw.
Ah, we know
don't
her.
I think we've heard of her. She says, "What is it about farting? It is bloody funny." Kat seems okay.
She likes Kat now. She didn't
likes
like on
Kat.
day
She-
one.
Yeah,
What-
she said she was a bit boring, doesn't
They're
she?
talking a lot about farting in there, Tom.
It's funny, right? It is funny.
Do we like the farting chat? I'm not nutty about that. Who else you got?
I also, Mario Marconi.
Yeah.
From
BB9.
BB9.
Yeah, of course.
BB9, we all loved him.
How can we forget?
Did we love
yeah.
him?
Yeah.
No.
What does he say?
He says, Katya, well, no shortage of singers or rappers, exclamation mark. She's a pretty little thing, exclamation mark. Looks like Heidi's, just looks strangey. Put lots of E's on the end.
Right, okay.
Makes it sound even stranger. Lol, like me. And I wasn't sure if that was lol, and then another statement of just, like me.
Okay.
Which I thought was quite possible with him.
Thank you so much, sir. Just very quickly, Tim
your
Lovejoy
favourite?
reckons Dave Bowers is definitely going to win. Just good news. So that's what the internet people have been saying about BB, but what have the real people been saying? We sent Laura Jackson to the mean streets of Leeds to see what the Yorkshire folk have been banging on about.
Hi, I'm Laura Jackson and I am in Leeds to find out what the word on the street is about the housemates this year. But I'm not alone. Hey, guess what I found? Little brother's little diary room chair. Just, Who's your favourite so far? Vinny? Lady Sovereign's my favourite, definitely.
Cisco, I the one.
Cisco?
I'm going to be rooting for Alex. Stephen. Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin, you mean?
Yeah.
I think Vinnie Jones is my favourite to win.
Vinny Jones. Vinny Jones. Everyone wants him to win. Why do you want him to win?
He used to play for Leeds United.
I like, I forgot his name.
Who do you think is going to be the troublemaker of the house?
I've always Vinnie Jones. Like
Vinny?
Lady Sovereign. Lady Sovereign. Lady Sovereign. Lady Sovereign, definitely.
That seems to be everyone's saying that. Why do you think that is?
Because she's got that whole reputation anyway. And
Sob.
yeah.
What about any romances? Do you not think maybe Katia might fancy Alex Reid? Because he's quite sexy, isn't he?
Stephanie might be. I don't know if she's got a husband.
I think they might get on with each other, those two.
Probably might.
They could do fake tanning together, couldn't they, in the mirror?
Like us.
That's what we do. Do us backs.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Laura. Right, what's going on in the house, fella?
Well, George, at 13:58 today, the snowman's head was kicked off by no other than the resident hardman Alex.
No way! I believe we've got a little clip of this. Have a look.
Da 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 da.
Why did he do that, Brian?
I don't know. Maybe he's just frustrated.
I think you're probably
He's missing
right,
his
Brian.
Jordan, isn't he,
I
though?
think you're probably right, mate. Thank you very much, Brian Brello. We're nearly out of time today, but we're not going anywhere without our highlight of the day. Have a little look at this.
Highlight of the day. Highlight of the day. Highlight of the day.
I have a big homosexual bird. He's just a big gay bird, Reggie. He's a big green-winged macaw.
Highlight of the day. Highlight of the day. Yeah, that was wicked.
What do we make of the big gay bird?
I love it.
You love it? Okay. That'll do. That's what we want from the highlight clips. Gay birds, formal manners and a cockatoo. What more can a man want? Thank you very much to our expert panel, John and Tom. They did an amazing job today. Well done, Mr. Brian Bello, and of course, our wonderful BBL studio audience for making it here in the cold. Make sure you witness all the latest action in the house. Channel 4 tonight, 10 o'clock. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place, 6 p.m. on E4. Take care. Bye-bye.